Welcome back to Love Where You Live with Mint Construction. I'm Matt.
And I'm Kate.
We're downtown in our personal home. This is actually the kitchen. Even though the house was built in 1933, the kitchen was updated. It was just updated about 30 years ago. So the styles were very much that of the early 90s, dark wood bulkheads that dropped down and kind of filled up space.
And consistently with the rest of the house, things were covered in wallpaper.
Yeah.
One of the things that would have probably been original to the house was this little area over here had a built-in ironing board, which we tend to see in a lot of our renovations, ironing boards that fold down. The new house will not have an ironing board. The wall right here, I wanted it to be the big focal point. So when someone comes in from the front door, you can actually see through this new opening right into the focal point of the kitchen. So the kitchen here is going to have a nice range, a big range hood that goes all the way up, and to be just the big focal point of the kitchen. It's going to have an island that's almost 7 foot that will fit our family. So we're a family of 6, but we also have, my father-in-law lives with us, so we needed a big place so we could all gather and sit and be able to eat together, because we enjoy eating in our kitchen versus actually eating in our dining room.
Yeah, the demo in this house was an absolute bear. They're plaster walls, but instead of having wood laths behind them like we would normally see in an older house, it's this wire mesh that's everywhere. It's been awful to get it off. It doesn't crack and crumble into tiny pieces. You basically have to cut it into huge chunks and carry it out. We could have cut the opening and then framed around it, but we're using this wall as a chase for some of our plumbing and electric that's going to go upstairs to the second floor bathroom that's right over top of this, and then the attic that's above that. That's going to be the way that we get the plumbing and all the electric up.
And since this house is older, I really wanted to have a kitchen design that went with the age of the home. I didn't want anything too modern, but I also didn't want anything too old. So we're going with a more modern door style, but in more traditional colors. So the walls and all the base cabinets are going to be like this darker gray. Then the island is going to be this cream off-white color. There's different doors throughout the kitchen. The doors on either side of the range are going to have this like mercury glass in them. And then the wet bar area over here is also going to have some of this glass in it to bring in that older feel. Going with a little bit more modern, we're going with a quartz, but it's very veined and has like some sparkle and glitter in it, which I thought would be fun. The one you see here is actually gloss, but the plan is to go with more of a matte finish to have it more old world looking versus so shiny.
Everybody likes matte.
Everyone likes matte.
Having a larger family, a couple of things that we've learned are going to be helpful in the kitchen that I'm really looking forward to here. We'll have basically like 2 fridges. It'll be a full-size fridge and a full-size freezer side by side over here. We decided to go for 2 dishwashers in this kitchen. Our dishwasher gets a ton of use. It runs 5 or 6 times a day, so this will help us kind of alternate on which one has dirty dishes in it. The larger space and the island will be really nice for us all to be able to have meals together and do food prep more conveniently.
Thanks for joining us on Love Where You Live with Mint Construction. Tune in next time to see the progress on the kitchen.